should have put on my jacket. It's about to be cold in here. This is to almost kind of prevent me from licking my lips a lot. Because you all know that I have a tendency to do it. And I haven't been putting on my lip gloss like I should have. And this really stops me from licking my lips. I don't lick my entire lips. I just lick part of my lip, like the inside, the crease. So like that instead of licking the whole thing, so it works out. So I want my and I can't get it. Gosh darn it. Anyway. So oh crap, it's time for me to get up. Sorry, thoughts running everywhere. It's 7:21 in the morning, and it's Thursday. And I pray that the Lord wakes you up and starts your day in a very productive way. Seriously. I gotten up to pray and to read my word. Actually, I've been up all night, and I have this habit of staying up when I know I need to go to bed. But now, since I'm already up, I need to go to sleep at a decent time so that I can wake up. And then, because my brother, he goes to school at 7 o'clock in the morning, he kind of lives with me. So, that's a little bit TMI right there. But I have to rearrange my schedule somehow because I sleep in the day and then I'm up all night. And then I go to sleep at 8 o'clock. So that's the time I drop at 8 o'clock. And then I sleep until 3:30. That's like the clock right there. But I need to go to sleep between 3 and about 12 so I can get up and then start that day like that, because that'll be perfect for me. But anyway, I'm going to be on here making a series of videos. I'm trying to pump out videos like all the time, and it seems like the nighttime is the right time for me to make videos because everything is quiet. I don't hear a lot of noise, and it's kind of good light, sort of. It's kind of good light. And I'm gonna start recording my videos on another camera. Actually, I think my laptop is more convenient. I have two, but I have a MacBook Pro, and then I have a Vio, and then I have tons and tons of cameras, but none like a Canon or anything like that. I have a PowerShot, but why am I telling you this? But anyway, I'm sorry, I'm tripping. So, I kind of asked you guys a question. And the question... No. Let me get to the backstory first, because I'm jumping all over the place, and I have a habit with that. So, a couple of days ago, I was going through a course, and many of you who know me, I like to do marketing, where I try to dibble and dabble in it, and things like that. And I come to a crossroads where, it's kind of like either I'm going to do it or I'm going to not do it. And I really want to do it. I really want to do it. I'm in school for it. It's not really, right now, it's the boring part of school where you just, learn all the boring subjects of it. But I haven't really gotten to the meat and potatoes of it. I haven't really gotten to the fun part, like SEO or affiliate marketing. But I try to do it on the side, like on my own. But anyway, a couple of days ago, I went through an affiliate course called Blog with John Chow, and he's a blogger. He makes like a lump sum amount of money per month to like blog. And so I got the course, and for a long time I'd been thinking that I wanted to learn how to blog, and I just couldn't. I didn't know how it went. I tried it, and then you start thinking about something, you have to write a lot, and I really wasn't a writer at the time. And so at the time when I would be asking questions like, well, how do you do this? And people would tell me like, you need to write articles, and you need to just write content like all the time. You need to have content out there and all this other stuff. And they were like, well, what are you passionate about? And what do you like? And all this time, at the time, I think I was in music as well. I was into music like hard. And at the time I was just like, well, I like music, but I didn't know enough about music to really write about it. I mean, I could do it, but I can't write about it. Like I could try to make a beat, but what is that going to get me, And I also like electronics. I have tons and tons and thousands of dollars of electronics. I have TVs and games, and I'm a PS3 freak, so I do that. And but I can't write about it. I would see people on YouTube, talking about games like it was crazy. Like people write reviews about games and stuff like this, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't write like that. And so, to make a long story short, well, at least I'm trying to. I was reading this course, and he asked the same question. He was just like, "What are you passionate about? What do you like to write?" And the topic was how to write when you don't know how to write. And so, he was going through like the same thing everybody else was saying. Like, you just have to find what you're passionate about. He was like, go here, go here. He was giving me different sites to go to, and I was just lost. I'm like, I can't write about a frying pan. Like, how can I write about a frying pan? I don't even know. That doesn't interest me. And then the thing that interests me, it just came to me. God gave me the answer just like that. And I hope that I don't get in trouble for saying this, because some things that you do reveal, well, I'm not worried about that. I'm just pray about it, and hope that everything goes according to God's plan. So, but anyway, I was reading it and I just stopped, and it dawned on me, what do I talk about the most? What do I rave about the most? Who do I talk about the most? What do I know about the most? What am I always saying at the beginning and the ending of my videos? It just hit me like a ton of bricks. The only thing that I know how to talk about is Jesus. Jesus the Christ. Jesus not the God, because God and Jesus are two different entities. But just Christ in general. That's all I talk about. If you have no idea, besides my hair, how much, we have a love and hate relationship, which we'll get into more videos about in the next coming videos. But, I don't know whether, well, let me back up. When I got this epiphany, I was excited. And then as soon as my excitement came, all these thoughts and, ideas came to my head, like, yeah, you can do this and you can do that. I had this whole time. It was like if you would gave me my own show, I could have just, I could give you, like, I could have pitched you the whole 9 yards, you know what I mean? From the first episode to the last episode. That's how pumped I was about this blog. And so, it must be 7:30. So, it'll go off in a second. So, that's how pumped I was. So, like, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I get most of my, like, crazy ideas are, like, at nighttime when it's like, past 12 o'clock here. So, at 3 o'clock in the morning, when I know I should be asleep, or I know I should be studying the Word, or I know I should be praying or something, I'm sitting here reading the course on blogging, and, I get this epiphany, and, I'm up just writing stuff. Pages and pages and pages of topics, and pages and pages and pages of ideas. Well, there were like 3 pages, but it wasn't, I'm not trying to over-exaggerate. But it was like 3 pages worth of ideas. And, after I was done, I was excited, but I was mad because when I get ideas, I want to start like that. I want to get it, I want to get it going. But I was mad because I didn't have the things that I needed to get it started. And then because I didn't have the things that I needed to get started, it discouraged me. And so I said all that to say, and to ask that, I want to start this blog, but it's in a Christian niche. And any of you who know, I'm pretty sure that you guys who do hair blogs, you probably don't know, unless you're like marketers like myself, or want to be marketers like myself. You really don't know the terminology that, I'm going to use. But if you guys know anything about SEO or anything like that, about niches, your hair blog is a niche. That's a certain niche. And so I was trying to think, if you were in my position and you raved and talked about God, and you just, all you did was you on Facebook talking about God, and people on your Facebook wall are just loving you, and people left and right are telling me, like, you could be a preacher the way I write my statuses. And I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to say, I learned earlier on, I just recently learned this, that, most people, when people ask you, are you a preacher? Or are you a prophetess? Or are you this? Or are you that? And it may be something that God has given you, or was getting ready to give you, because he was preparing you for it, which is why you started acting the way you were acting. And then they came and asked you, say, well, are you this? Because you act like so-and-so. And then you say no. Especially if it's a good thing that's, that seems befitting of you, that seems really great of you. And you say no. And then I learned earlier on not to do that, because I learned that, not being too deep and all of that. But there are certain things that are withheld from you when you do so. See, I'm doing it again. But there are certain things withheld from you when you say no, or when you negate something. So when God gets ready to hand you something, because you don't know, you should really watch what you say, because the Bible does say that there's life and death within the power of the tongues. So see, everybody's always I always do this. I'm sorry, and so I learned earlier on that you should not do that, because of course I'm all preachy all the time, and people are telling me left and right that I should be a preacher, or maybe I'm gonna grow up to be a preacher, and I'm sitting here like, no, I don't want that. And God's like, you know what? That's why you were acting like that. I was getting ready to give you this thing that I felt like you were ready for, and now since you're like, no, I don't want it, you just missed your blessing. You just missed, the financial breakthrough that you were asking me to give you. So I learned earlier on not to, I say that I don't know, I'm not sure. I say that thing because of that right there means I'm on the fence. I'm waiting, but I don't know. I just don't know. I'm not going to flat out say, no, that ain't me. Because you don't know what God has in store for you. But anyway, I digress. My question. See, this is the problem with me. When I get to talking about God, I just go to another place. I get so excited. I get happy. I get just overjoyed, and I just start talking about things, and God just gives me certain things and certain nuggets and things like that for me to share with people. But the question is, if you were in my position and you just went gung-ho for Jesus Christ, and you were just all about God, and you wanted to blog about it, and you felt like you had topics and things like that would be beneficial to everyone out there, and you felt like, with AdSense and things like that, you probably could make some money. What money aside, it's just about, getting the word of Jesus Christ out there, I guess, just to talk about it. Do you think that it could work? Do you think that if it were you, do you think that, your idea could possibly cause you to, not create a business, but just create a stream of income for you, or a stream of, almost steadiness? Because I told my sister and a couple other people that, because of the way I am, because of the way I grew up, because my grandma was a praying woman, and my mom's mom was a praying woman, and my dad's mom was a praying woman. I feel like I inherited this almost. Yeah, I inherited this because my mom was not a praying woman. My dad wasn't a praying man. He was the type that, well, I can't talk about my dad. I won't talk about my dad or my mom either. But I felt like my grandma, I didn't know her, but I felt like her anointing, her spirit, or things like that, skipped my mom and came down to me, because it's not in at this present time in any of my siblings. It's just in me. So I thank God for the anointing and the gift of whatever God has given me, whether it be prophecy or apostolic, or a pastoral or minister, whatever. I'm not gonna say no to it, but if it were you, would you go forth with this idea? I am planning to go forth with this idea because God is just pushing me for it, and I'm in this situation where it's like do or die. I'm not gonna go into details, but it's a do or die situation for me right now. And I mean, when God gave me the idea, and he downloaded everything into my spirit, and he just gave me the certain ideas that he gave me, because I take credit for nothing. I feel like it's a good idea, and I feel like it could be prosperous. It could make a way out of no way. And like I was stating before, is that I was telling my sister and things like that I want everything that I do to be about God. I want my life, I want my job to be about God. Not saying that I want to be, well, I can't say that. But if God should so happen to make me a pastor, or make me a minister, or make a way for me to live off of what I speak about or what I talk about, which is him, then that's all I want to do. I never had a desire after I became a certain age to want to go out into a job. I wanted to just go out and minister to people. And I noticed that as I've gotten older, my speaking has gotten it has improved. You know, the way that I talk and the way that the things that I talk about, if you haven't noticed, the way that I used to be, you know, the whole, I don't do that anymore. You know, God is really, really maturing me and evolving me into a great woman of God. And so I feel like this idea is very, very great. But if it were you, do you think that this could work? If so, let me know. If not, tell me why not, you know. And how would you do it? So I guess you can kind of say I'm kind of picking your brain, but then telling you, you know, certain things at the same time. I talked to someone and they said that, you know, it could be a profitable niche. I can't give you another word for it, but we marketers call it a niche. And I think the only thing that I would probably have an issue with is driving traffic to it. I have an idea as to how I want to drive traffic to it, but that's another story. I'm going to wait on God for that, and I'm pretty sure He'll give me the information and things like that, because I depend on God for everything. And I learned that if I don't, things go very, 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 very badly, especially when God has His hand on your life and He's calling you to do something, and God's like, you know what, I'm tired of you doing what you want to do. No. Because there's many times where, see, I'm going off on a tangent again. But yeah, that's my question. Would you or would you not? Is it good or is it bad? What do you think? And I guess it's just I want your opinion. You know, I'm gonna do it because that's what God, you know, He gave me, and so I just want your opinion. Now, in the coming videos, I'm gonna be my next video is going to be entitled 5 or 10 things that I love and don't love. I'm gonna say love and hate about my big chop decision. And without giving it away too much, well, I think I already have. Without going into too much detail, it's going to talk about, you know, what I wish I would have did and what I wish I wouldn't have done, and also what I'm going to be doing. And then my next video after that is going to be about, you know, I'm going to have 3 regiments, because now I learned that I have short hair. So this right here, I have to start all over with my regiment. And I'm about to become a moisture freak. I'm about to become a moisture junkie. So I guess you can say I'm going to be a product junkie. But I'm going to be a product junkie of moisture products, because that is something that my hair is totally missing. And I'm going to be, you know, like I said, I'm going to have 3 regiments and regimens, whatever you want to call it. And it's not going to be about length this time. It's not. But we're going to talk about that in the next videos. And I'm going to go into more detail about that. And my next video, I may be wearing the same clothes, maybe not. I don't know, depending on, you know, how the day goes. Well, I just put these clothes on. I just got out the shower, so TMI, but you know. So until next time, if I lost you somewhere, I'm so apologetic. I was just speaking, and in my speaking, I just kind of, when I start talking about God, I kind of go here and there, and I just kind of just go everywhere, because He just makes me so happy, and I just get so overjoyed, and I get so happy when I talk about Him, and I just seem like, girl, I seem crazy, but I'm not. I just love the Lord. I love you like Christ loved the church, no more, no less. Seriously, I'm praying for you daily. I hope that God increases your territory and gives you an abundance of everything that you need, as well as what you want, because, you know, that is what, you know, the Bible says, asking it shall be given, and, you know, all of the other good stuff. And I pray that, you know, you guys would just go forth and prosper in 2013 and 2014 and, you know, infinity and beyond. Just go forth and do things of that nature. And I love you guys, like, from the bottom of my heart. I really do love you guys, and I appreciate you, all of my subscribers. I really do. And I'm going to be trying to pump out videos, like, not like every day, but like, I'm going to be more consistent, because I have lots of ideas and lots of things to talk about, and they may be Christian related, because that's who I am, and they may be hair related, because that's also now who I am. That's, you know, that's just me. And I just hope to have a good time, you know, interacting with you guys, and you guys interacting with me, and us just being one big happy natural Christian family, or just a natural family if you're not Christian or whatever. But hey, I still love you anyway. So you guys be blessed, take care, and toodles.